What's going on, guys? Today, I told you on the last video we're going to do a salsa recipe. First off, I greatly appreciate y'all coming back and sticking with us. We sat down as a family last night and came up with a million ideas. The kids want to get involved. They love cooking. They're thinking maybe do some different recipes for y'all to do with your kids, especially with the holidays coming up. We do a lot of family recipes,
Puppy
simple
chow.
stuff like puppy chow, which is not dog food. I think you can buy it at the stores now, but our family's been making it for years. I'm sure a lot of y'all's have too. But yeah, we got a lot of different stuff coming up. We're gonna do this salsa recipe real quick. It's really simple. You don't have to cook anything. Nothing has to be done. I mean, there are different recipes where you can roast the tomatoes or tomatillos or whatever you're gonna do. But this one is really simple that we found. I would say it's kind of close to like a Chili's style flavor. We really like it. I will say off the bat, there is no cilantro in my salsa recipe. I'm not the biggest fan. I used to hate it. I used to think it tasted like licking an armpit. That's just what to me, it smelled like BO, and that's just what my brain went to. I've heard people say it's soapy. Some people just don't like it, and I've learned to like it in a few things, like a true street taco with a little bit of cilantro and onions. For me, it's more onions than cilantro. But yeah, this is my recipe, this is my version. Hope y'all enjoy. Baby, if you want to show all the ingredients, it doesn't have to be rotel diced tomatoes or green chilies. It doesn't have to be whole peeled. Like, none of this brand stuff really matters. And this one we used all different things. This is just what was available at the grocery store right now, because as y'all know, due to this whole pandemic, some things just aren't being made. So whatever you can use: whole peeled tomatoes, diced tomatoes with green chilies, diced jalapenos. I did in my recipe, it's yellow onions. I had one yellow, one white. Doesn't matter, it's still gonna be good, promise you. If you want to show them the recipe for a minute, babe, so they can get that down. I'm trying to be better about that and give y'all more to go off of. It's hard for me because my brain doesn't work that way. I do kind of everything out of my head, and I got a big head, so I've got a lot of recipes up there, a lot of things. I'm trying to make it easier for y'all. Put ingredients in the description, recipes in the description. If I can write them down and get close, then I'll do that. But I'm really just kind of one of those people that cook by sight and taste and things like that. So the first thing you want to do is just throw your onions in here.
Sorry. I kind of went off the. Sorry.
It's all about me, babe. It's all about me.
I was whispering something.
No secrets on our show. So first, you just want to take your diced onions and your jalapenos. I just kind of eyeball jalapenos sometimes. With fresh jalapenos, you're always going to get something different. With canned, it's pretty consistent. Mostly. We've had some hotter than the others, but we kind of like spicy. If you're scared of spice, then just start off with half of what I've got in there. And another thing is this recipe that she showed y'all. This that I'm doing today is kind of doubled. Like I said, we're a big family. We'll eat this stuff throughout the week. We've got some friends coming over tonight that they're actually from New York, and they fed us the other day. I said in one of the previous videos, and today's their day to come taste our kind of Texas food. So everything's doubled, but if you follow that recipe that she showed you earlier in the video, everything will be fine. So first, you want to blend the onions and the jalapenos and get those kind of chopped down, because if not, and you just add everything at one time, it ends up, those onions don't really get smaller. They stay huge for whatever reason. So we're just going to pulse this a few times. That's the way I kind of like them, where you can see that it starts kind of turning greenish. Whenever you pour whole tomatoes, be careful, because they like to plop and slop and all that good stuff. I've got a rotel. All our seasonings, like I said, same measurements. I just doubled them. Our same ingredients, I just doubled them for this recipe. We dump all that in there. Lime, I didn't measure the lime. I just kind of eyeball it. I think I'm gonna need more.
There's
But
another sliver over there that I used to make with my Bloody Mary.
I saw that. That's not enough.
Well, I'll find
But
them.
I was prepared.
Oh,
Another trick with limes or lemons or any citrus, if you roll them, I don't know if that's common knowledge. People see me doing this and they think I'm crazy. That kind of gets all the juices going and freed up. That's another thing. A sharp knife. You gotta have a sharp knife in your kitchen. I go to friends' houses all the time, and try.
you
and
know
help out.
who you are. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
you know who you are, guys. So a sharp knife, man. There's nothing better than a sharp knife. But this knife, I got this set. It's the Guy Fieri knuckle sandwich knives. I love them. They fit your hand perfect. They've got a good weight to it. They're great knives. I spent, I think, $125 on the set, but that was years ago. I don't even know what they would be now. I know that he sells singles that are amazing and bigger and better, and one day whenever I grow up I'll get them, but right now I don't. But every time I'm gonna for the day, I sharpen them. Just that simple. Just run it through. You've got your coarse side here, you've got your ceramic. You always finish with ceramic. Run it through a couple times. That's it. Run it through your ceramic. That's all you do. Nice, ready to go. Always wipe it down before you use it, just in case you have any little metal shavings or anything like that. It doesn't have to be an expensive knife. Like I said, I've saved up and bought those a few years ago. We've had Sam's Club knives that were $12 for two, and it's the white plastic handle with the bigger style blades. I mean, those lasted us years. I think I ended up using them at a barbecue cook-off and forgot them. That's the only reason I don't still have them in my kitchen. Another tip to the knives, do not put them in the dishwasher. There are some knives you can do in the dishwasher, they specifically say, but you're looking at $1,000 for a set. I don't have that. I'm not going to have that. I just refuse to do it. I'd rather just not put my knives in the dishwasher. And what happens is the heat from there, it swells the blade and rolls the blade. That's why you have a dull blade. Even with like cheap knives, expensive knives, whatever, just don't do it. My father-in-law used to be a butcher and have his own deer processing shop, and that was his number one rule, and it stuck with me. So now all we gotta do is blend this. Everything's in there.
They're probably wondering why we have all the snowmen all around.
Yeah. So I'm sure y'all noticed that. I'm sure somebody's gonna say something about it, but we decorated for Christmas yesterday. We've never been really big Halloween fans. It's just not really our thing. Not that we're against it. We enjoy all of that. Kids dress up, we go trick or treating. This year's a little different. We're not getting out in the craziness. We're not getting out in the crowds. It's what makes us happy. It's been a wild year. We usually decorate early. We usually wait till at least the day after. But this year, it's 2020. Like, what are you gonna do? Everything's jacked up.
No rules apply in 2020.
Yeah, we're doing what makes us happy. You can love it or hate it either way. It's still gonna be Christmas in here. So after I'm done with this, I just take and I pour it into mason jars. Nice kind of thick consistency. I don't like real chunky, like salsa style. I do like the runny kind of more hot sauce. You get a bunch on a chip style. I guess it's all salsa style, not pico. Pico to me is chunkier. This little bit we'll just put in a jar, in a bowl to eat. But that's it. We'll put this in the fridge, put a cap on it. It's already cold. You don't have to worry about, heat or anything like I said in the other video. Literally stick a lid on it. That stuff will last 4 weeks inside the fridge. And if you do like cilantro, you're one of those people and you want to add cilantro, just take some and put it in with all the ingredients and it'll blend up and be good. We do have friends, and I haven't made it with cilantro. We have friends that love cilantro. So if I know they're coming over, I make it that way. I'm a sucker for that, trying to appease people and give them what they want because, I love to share food. I love to see people smile. But I hope that was another simple, easy recipe for y'all. Like I said, no cooking involved, very few ingredients. It's a ton of salsa for a total of about $5-6. You'll pay $5-6 for a small jar at H-E-B. But give them as gifts at Christmas time. We've done that before too. Except, man, I just greatly appreciate y'all being here with us. I think next we're gonna do some green chili pork after we do this, and kind of post that video too, and kind of do like a whole meal. If you watch each video, you get each recipe, and you can put it all together and make your own meal. Man, I greatly appreciate y'all. Booze love. Thank you for being here. Stay tuned. Share the hell out of it. I appreciate y'all.